one tragedy to come out of this whole thing, the whole destruction of the New World Order, the whole Brexit and Trump rebellions against the corrupt global establishment, and all the colluding media and everything that we know from the leaks, you know, including the propaganda media, is that people that aren't really paying attention 100%, like a lot of my friends that were very reasonable people, I thought, have suddenly just fallen out with me. They won't even talk to me, even if I try and give them evidence. I try and give them pictures of, like, these various payments that were given to, say, the Obama administration in 2008, which amount to about $1 billion, just so they could be rewarded with positions. You know, lobbyists gave money so that they would get a position in regulatory bodies in government. And then in turn, the government would reward that company that they worked for. So it's a nice little cozy system of cronyism. I tell them this, and then they just go, yeah, well, that happens with humans. Humans are naturally corrupt, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe we are, maybe we aren't, but maybe our apathy is the reason it got this bad. You know, there's quotes throughout history that say, if you don't learn from the mistakes of history, you're doomed to repeat them. And all it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. Apathy is the enemy here. It's not just that people are corrupt. People are basically not corrupt. I think that's why they don't believe it when it actually comes out, when it's revealed. They don't believe it because they don't think like that. They're not wired that way. They don't think that it could be this corrupt. But it is. Our government lied to us massively, endangered us massively. We in the alt-right, we in the alternative movement against the establishment, we are not corrupt or anything like that. We are not violent. We're not racist. We're not homophobic. We're not misogynistic. We don't hate immigrants. We just don't like what governments have done to us right now. We don't like the corrupt establishment. We want to rein in this establishment. We want to end these wars without end. Is that so bad? Is it so bad to be able to call out a spade a spade? Is it racist to point out that Obama was corrupt because he was receiving money from lobbyists? And you know, people just go, oh, he's not the only one. You say something about Islam, they just go, yeah, well, Christianity. We're not talking about Christianity. People deflect. They've been taught to deflect all their lives. It's absolutely pathetic, and I'm falling out with people because of it. They eventually then just throw all their toys out the pram and go, shut up, I don't want you to talk to me. Well, fine. You're an idiot. But everyone must have their free speech. They can't just be shut down because someone thinks it's offensive. If someone seems to be being homophobic, you just say, well, you're a dick. If someone's, you know, seemingly being racist or whatever, hate speech is just speech. Trolling is just speech. Everything is just speech. Obviously, there has to be a limit when it comes to sort of advocating terrorism, but there isn't at the moment. We allow that. We allow jihadis. We cover for them. Our governments have been covering for them, and that's what's difficult to believe. Oh yeah, it's really likely that the media is colluding with all the corporations and everything to try and poison us. Yeah, like the bankers have all been meeting up with in secret. Where do they go? Well, Bilderberg, CFR, Trilateral Commission. This is all known about through leaks. This is all known about through historical documents. This is all just basically known about. Just because you don't know about it, you don't believe it because you don't think like that. And you don't have to have a conspiratorial mind. You just have to look at the facts in front of you and accept them when you really can't refute them. And if you still refute them, if you still refuse to believe facts when they're placed in front of you, that's your fault. That's your cognitive dissonance. It won't allow you to believe it because it threatens your worldview. And that's not proof or fact or science, that's religion. You want to believe everything's wonderful, so it is. La 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 la, can't hear you, corruption, na 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 na, everyone first, woman president. And that doesn't get us anywhere. That's got us into the mess we're in today. Remember Cool Britannia and Tony Blair? He was brilliant, wasn't he? He didn't unseat the world and destroy it and destabilise it. And now we say, oh, well, yeah, but, you know, all these refugees have a right to destroy us because we destroyed their countries. We didn't! Blair did, and Bush did, and Cheney did, and all those people. Gordon Brown, David Cameron, Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all these people destroyed it, and we didn't. We did nothing. We thought that they were going to be trustworthy, and they weren't. They've endangered us, and all the leaders in Europe have endangered those people. And so what do we do about this corruption? How do we rein it in? We can't be apathetic anymore.